A stunning political upset in Romania as the country rejects nationalism, stands up to Russian influence, and puts its future firmly in the hands of a pro-European math whiz. So, what just happened? Last night, the streets of Bucharest erupted with cheers, fireworks, and raw emotion, as Liberal candidate Nicușor Dan claimed a decisive victory in Romania's presidential election. For many Romanians, this wasn't just about choosing a new leader. It was a loud, clear message to both nationalist politics and Russian interference. Hands off our future. Dan, who is also the mayor of Bucharest and a former mathematics Olympiad champion, stood smiling on stage as crowds chanted his name, his message. The process of rebuilding Romania starts tomorrow. Let's rewind for a second, because this election wasn't your typical democratic exercise. Back in November, Romania already held a presidential vote. The apparent winner at the time? A man named Călin Georgescu. But there was a major problem. Evidence of Russian interference in the vote led to the results being tossed out. The country had to hit reset. Fast forward 6 tense months, and this rerun turned into a national reckoning. The final showdown came down to two men. Nicușor Dan, the pro-European liberal who promised honesty, stability, and stronger ties with the EU, and George Simion, a hard-right nationalist known for controversial comments and fiery anti-EU rhetoric. Simion's campaign had been aggressive from the start, skipping debates, lashing out at opponents, and even resorting to personal insults, including describing Dan as autistic. At one point, he even called France's Emmanuel Macron a dictator. But in the end, it seems that many voters had enough. Despite a strong start and early lead in the polls, Simion's support began to unravel. Voters across Romania and in their large diaspora abroad, mobilized in record numbers. The final result? Dan secured 54% of the vote, leaving Simion behind with 46%. And while Simion refused to accept defeat at first, even declaring himself president, the numbers told a different story. What's the real impact of this election? For one, Romania has turned away from nationalist extremism, choosing instead a leader who promises to stay close to Europe and support Ukraine in its fight against Russian aggression. Simion had openly vowed to cut military aid to Ukraine and echoed Putin's language about pushing for peace on Russia's terms. Dan, on the other hand, has committed to maintaining Romania's current role as a crucial regional ally, including helping Ukraine export its grain through Romanian ports. Well, this vote, in many ways, was about more than just domestic politics. It was a statement about Romania's place in the world. As a democratic, European nation standing strong in uncertain times, journalists and analysts say Dan's rise was helped by one key factor: his calm, honest approach. While Simion ran a brash, aggressive campaign, even skipping most of the debates, Dan focused on ideas, unity, and respect, and it worked. From the crowds in Bucharest to voices across Europe, the message is clear. Romania is choosing progress over division, Europe over isolation, and integrity over extremism. Stay tuned, because this election may just be the start of a bigger shift in Eastern European politics.